Retailers in the U.S. and Canada are hoping you spend a lot of money today. It's Black Friday, and this year, Canadian stores are counting on the low dollar to bring American shoppers north of the border. CBC's James Murray is at the Outlet Collection Mall. It's in Niagara-on-the-Lake, Ontario. I don't know if you've had a chance to do any shopping, but I see some people are behind you. What's happening there, James?
Well, precious little has stopped the shopping here, Suhanna. A driving rainstorm outside that we're feeling the effects of, even in a sort of covered over canopied area. There was a fire alarm that went off for about an hour here. Did anybody stop shopping? No, they did not. And this is very good news. By the way, it was fine. There was no real fire. It was just a false alarm. This is very good news for the people here who rely on Black Friday for a big chunk of their income every year. These retail stores behind me, some offering sales up to 70% off. And they say this is their big advantage here. This is not only what they're hoping will keep Canadian shoppers from going south of the border, as they often have done in the past, to America. They are hoping that their combination of normal outlet prices, discounts, and the Canadian dollar, which is not strong against the United States dollar right now, will keep people in Canada, and maybe, this would be the jackpot, lure shoppers north of the border from the United States. But mostly they're trying to keep Canadians at home as they shop. And I ran into a couple who walked up and asked me what I was doing here. And I told them I was reporting. And then I asked them what they were doing and where they were from. Here's what they had to say.
We're from Hamilton.
From Hamilton. And what did you get today?
Oh, today is Black Friday. We haven't finished, so we got a lot of stuff. We got the Kate Spade bag, Tommy the sweaters, outwear, and from the Forever 2021, we got a lot of stuff. But we are going to get more and more.
Going back for more, you can almost hear the cash registers going off in the minds of the retailers here. That's what they want, is for people to come, to spend, and to really get in the mood of spending, which, as most sociologists would tell you, would make you spend more. This has been a very social thing here. You saw the sisters were here together. Families have been coming here, vans, loads of people. It doesn't seem like very many people are here on their own shopping, so this is very much a social occasion. A BMO survey, by the way, says the average Canadian who will be shopping today will spend $300 or more on Black Friday. That adds up to billions of dollars across the country. It is a very big deal for retailers here, but are all of those billions being spent wisely? We asked a fashion blogger who has been shopping both sides of the border for quite a long time, knows the ins and outs of the game, and she says people aren't always getting value for their money. She thinks people should perhaps take along a cell phone with them and compare, make sure they really are getting a deal, even when there are deep discounts. Here are some of the other things she says are worth crossing the border for and worth going to Black Friday to get.
It's worth crossing the border if you're going to be buying luxury items and electronics like TVs or cameras, DVDs, things like that. It's worth crossing the border for.
So big ticket items, expensive items, jewelry, these are the kinds of things that could make a trip across the border back and forth. A lot of the people who live in Canada along the border sometimes like to treat the border as very porous, but this is still something you have to pay duty on when you buy enough dollar figures worth of merchandise south of the border. So it has to be worth paying the duty. It has to be worth the gas, of course, of getting there. It has to be worth the hotel if you're staying overnight. It has to be worth the effort. And our fashion blogger, our expert, says many people just go out for impulse buys. They think they're getting a deal. They don't really check. She's advising that people check. Mostly I've seen people here carrying bags and looking very happy, Suhanna.
All right. Thank you, James. CBC's James Murray in Niagara-on-the-Lake, Ontario.